Welcome to the Raven Space on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is Raven Space Daily, where we talk about Baltimore Ravens news every single weekday. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please subscribe to the Raven Space on YouTube for the best Baltimore Ravens content on the internet. And if you guys have been with us since day one, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And if you haven't, if you've been rocking with us for a little while now, even if it wasn't day one, thank you guys so much. Again, thank you for joining me. We need your help. Please share this video and all our videos that you watch. It helps us grow and we can keep this stuff free forever. And a special shout out to our Patreon subscribers who, have made a great decision and donated to us, and they also help keep it free forever. So I'm excited about that. We're going to hop right into the news for today on this Monday. We're going to hop right in. We're going to talk about the Ravens playoff chances. We're going to talk about the biggest bust and whether it's Brashard Perriman. We'll talk about the mid-season MVP, the mailbag question from you guys, and the comment of the day also from you guys. So like I said, we're going to hop right in. And the first story of the day, the Ravens have a 50% chance to make the playoffs and earn the 6th seed, according to ESPN. And I was surprised, honestly, by this. And I was surprised for a couple of reasons. The first is how bad and mediocre the AFC is compared to the NFC. Our record right now, 4-5, we would not be a playoff team in the NFC. You guys have to understand the NFC has 4 playoff teams right now that have 2 or less wins. Okay? And they are all Super Bowl contenders. They all look good. Okay? The Rams look great. The Eagles look great. The Saints look great. They all look great. And on the AFC, you only have the Patriots and the Steelers, only teams that have 2 or less losses. So, because of this, the Ravens currently are the 6th seed in the playoffs per ESPN's rankings. And the reason is the 2 teams that have better records than us that are also fighting for that 6th seed are the Dolphins and the Bills, and they still have to play the Patriots. And so that's a big deal. And we don't, right? Our schedule's easier than theirs. So ESPN says we have 50% chance. Every game is still a must win. And to be honest, I'm not with ESPN on this one. I'm sorry to break it to you guys. Don't hate me, but I just don't see the Ravens as a playoff team. And if we do make the playoffs, I think that's the worst case scenario, because you make the playoffs and then you always have a chance in the playoffs. But can our offense really outscore the Steelers and the Patriots and the Chiefs? I don't think so. Not a chance, really, to be honest. And so we're going to get a bad draft pick. We're going to be a mediocre team. I'm not a fan, but ESPN says 50% chance to make the playoffs. You guys let me know how you feel about that. Do you think there's a 50% chance? I would love to know in the comments below. And now we're going to move on to the second topic. And this topic I saw on ESPN. I think I saw on the Ravens Wire, a lot of different places. And it said that Brashard Perriman will be the biggest bust in Ravens history. And I wanted to ask you guys, what is your opinion on this? Do you guys think that Brashard Perriman is going to be the biggest bust in Baltimore Ravens history? Because personally, I don't. I think that Brashard Perriman is going to be a bust. But that last season that he had as a third receiver, he gave you some good times, right? He gave you some good plays, some big catches. And it had a lot of people thinking that going into this season, he would be just as good and even be better. Again, Mike Wallace said that he was going to be a top 5 receiver. I'm looking too, but that's what Mike Wallace said. And so, is he going to be the biggest bust? No. The biggest bust is Matt Elam. Brashard Perriman had at least one okay season. Matt Elam did not have any okay seasons. Half of the time, he was either suspended or injured. Other half, he was missing tackles, getting beat in coverage. And every big play when he was in the game was against him. He was not good. He was actually terrible. And really, it puts a stain on Ozzie Newsome's record that he has not had, right? You guys got to remember, Matt Elam was supposed to replace Ed Reed. Exactly, right? Matt Elam was supposed to replace Ed Reed. right? So I think Matt Elam's the biggest bust. Perriman's second, but Matt Elam is the biggest bust I could see. I don't know when Kyle Bowler was taken, but if Kyle Bowler was taken in the first round, then that's also in there. But if he wasn't, then the answer obviously has to be Matt Elam, in my humble opinion. So we're going to move on to the third topic. And this topic comes from ESPN again. And ESPN voted Greg Roman as the mid-season MVP for the Ravens. And again, you guys let me know how you feel, but this is another point where I just disagree with ESPN. Greg Roman has been awesome for our team. He has been awesome for the running game. The Ravens running game has been, rejuvenated, revitalized, brought back to life. Alex Collins looks good. Buck Allen looks good. We look good. However, when you make a coach the MVP, you take away from what the players on the field, what they're doing, right? I think there are at least 4 players that deserve this honor over the Greg Roman. And Alex Collins, I think you could give him that honor. I think if you're an old school guy, you love the offensive line play, you can give it to Ryan Jensen. Me personally, I would give it to either one of our corners. I'll either give it to Brandon Williams, or I would give it to, Brandon Carr or Jimmy Smith. I don't know which one, but I really do think that both of them are playing much better than the running game is running, to be honest, right? The running game is doing okay, but the running game ain't winning us games, and that's just the truth of the matter. The defense wins you games, and your running game we use periodically. I don't understand why, but that's what we do. So I don't agree. Greg Roman has been a godsend, and he should be the next offensive coordinator. You saw it here first. But he's not the best. He was not the best thing that happened to this team this year. It was defense and someone in our secondary. And I'm leaning mid-season MVP. I'm leaning Brandon Carr, but Jimmy Smith, you can put him on that list because he has been playing so well. So now we're going to go on to the mailbag question of the day, and this question is sponsored by the Raven Space Patreon and our patrons. Our patrons are the best people in the world. They help support us and make us go. Again, they are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I truly do appreciate it. And now the mailbag question comes from Roy Green. And again, Roy said he's going to ask a question, a true or false question every single week. Roy, I'm not going to be able to pick your question every week. So this is one time. You probably won't get it for a while. So if you guys are here and you want to answer Roy's question, I'll answer it as well in the comment. So go comment that up. But it won't be on the show. Sorry, Roy. But today your question is on the show. And the question is, CJ Mosley, Marlon Humphrey, and Brandon Williams are all the future of the defense. True or false? Thank you so much for your question, Roy. The answer is true. You are correct. They are part of the future. However, they're not the only part, right? Football is the ultimate team game, and as a result, there's only one position that can dominate so heavily, and that's called the quarterback. On defense, it takes a lot of different pieces. So there's a lot of young players I like. Marlon Humphrey's playing very well. Brandon Williams, but don't forget, you also got Mike Pierce. Michael Pierce is playing amazing as well. Jimmy Smith is 27, I think, and so Jimmy Smith hopefully has 3-4 more years. And I think he's playing at an all-time level. To be honest, I like Chuck Clark. I think that he's doing it the old-fashioned way. He's going to go on special teams. He's playing great there. He's going to keep on chipping, keep on chopping, and get a chance to start. And he may have a chance. And then, of course, you have Tyus Bowser and Tim Williams. Both are raw, and both are not getting a lot of playing time. So, you know how you go there. And Matt Judon, he's getting better Matt Judon gets better every week I see him play. And the other Ravens linebackers don't really do that, to be honest. I think like players like Patrick Onswar have kind of hit a point, and they're kind of sticking steady at that point. But I see Judon get better every single time he's on the field. And even a player like Zadarius Smith, who, you know, when he started the season, looked like he was the best other than Terrell Suggs, he's at that point he can't get past it. But Judon gets better and better and better every single week. So those are some of the young players I like, and I think they could be the future of the Ravens as well. Now we're going to move on to the comment of the day. And the comment of the day is something that you guys, send in, comment, and I pick a winner. And this is from Tanisha Hopewell. And Tanisha says, the Ravens need to bench Brashard Perriman and Michael Campanaro and give Kenny Bell and Quincy Adebayo a chance. What's the worst that can happen? Tanisha, I agree, but not really, to be honest. So the Ravens don't think they've lost yet, right? And so when you're at a point in the season where you can say we can still make the playoffs, you can't put in the bench warmers yet. Now let's say we fast forward 3 games and we lose all 3, then you go put in those players. But if you think you can make the playoffs, as a coach who wants to keep his job, as a quarterback that wants to keep his job, as an offensive coordinator who wants to keep his job, you got to put your best foot forward. And right now, Brashard Perriman is better than those 2 receivers. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do enjoy doing this. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to the Ravens Space on YouTube. Share this video. Help us get out there. Help us proliferate into the world. You can share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, share it on Twitter, whatever you want to share it. Share it to your family member. Turn your phone or computer around. Say, hey, look at this. I would really appreciate it. And if they don't like the dailies, they got all these other beautiful shows. Podcasts are coming back. I promise you. Breakdown is better than ever. We're improving everything. So please come back. Thank you guys so much. And go Ravens.